For 4,000 years, this mysterious plant has thrived on barren soils that kill other crops and left the ground richer than before. While empires crumbled, it fed entire civilizations and healed dead earth. What's its buried secret? When history tells the story of great civilizations, it usually talks about their kings, their wars, and their inventions. But it rarely mentions the simple plants that kept people alive. One special plant has quietly fed communities for more than 4,000 years. It grows strong where other crops die, and it makes the soil better than it was before. Its roots reach deep into both the ground and human history. This plant played a quiet but important role in helping empires survive, along with trading posts and small farming villages. This crop isn't just something from the past. It still holds secrets that could help gardeners today fix tired soil without chemicals or expensive fertilizers. The plant we're talking about is the lab bean. Some people also call it the hyacinth bean. In ancient Africa and Asia, this climbing plant became super important for farmers who worked on thin, poor soil. Its story shows us how nature, when we treat it right, can heal itself and create plenty where there was once very little. The lab bean story starts in East Africa, where people first grew it thousands of years ago. Traders carried its seeds along trade routes across the Indian Ocean. Soon it was growing well in India, Southeast Asia, and even parts of the Mediterranean. Ancient farmers didn't know about nitrogen fixation the way scientists do today. They saw something amazing. After growing lab, their next crops grew taller, greener, and produced more food. This happened even in fields that had been almost empty before. The secret was underground. Lab's roots make little bumps called nodules. These bumps are home to special bacteria that fix nitrogen. These tiny organisms grab nitrogen from the air and change it into something plants can use. This process makes the soil richer naturally. While many crops take nutrients out of the earth, Lab actually puts nutrients back in. This means that year after year, the land got better instead of worse. One reason Lab lasted as an important crop for so long is because it can be used in many ways. The young pods can be eaten as vegetables. The grown-up beans can be dried and stored for food later. The leaves can be eaten fresh or cooked. When times were hard, people even used the vines to feed their animals, keeping livestock alive through tough seasons. But its job of building soil was just as important. Farmers would often plant lab next to main grain crops like millet or sorghum. The bean would climb up the stalks, shade the soil, and drop nutrient-rich leaves that broke down into rich soil. After harvest, the leftover vines and roots were dug into the ground as green fertilizer, giving back organic matter and minerals to the earth. This cycle meant that instead of wearing out their fields, these farmers were actually making them better season after season, generation after generation. Lab is a survivor. Once it gets started, it can handle drought. It grows well in sandy or clay soils. It can even handle acidic conditions that would hurt other crops. In ancient farming systems, this meant it could grow in poor lands where more delicate crops couldn't make it. By covering the ground, it also helped stop erosion. This was an invisible but really important job in keeping thin soils from washing or blowing away. In India, farmers used its toughness by planting it as a cover crop after monsoon rice harvests. They let it protect and enrich the soil until the next planting season. In East Africa, it was used as part of shifting farming systems, helping land recover between cycles of grain production. While Lab's role in history is fascinating, what it can do today is just as exciting. Modern gardeners often deal with soil that's been packed down, worn out, or chemically unbalanced. Chemical fertilizers can force plants to grow for a short time, but they don't do much to restore long-term soil health. Lab offers a low-cost natural alternative that works with nature's processes. Planting Lab as a seasonal cover crop can boost soil fertility without tilling or expensive soil improvers. In warm climates, it can be planted in spring and allowed to grow through summer. This provides a living mulch that shades the soil, stops weeds, and feeds helpful organisms. Its deep roots help break up packed ground, creating channels that help water soak in better. Even in cooler areas, Lab can be grown during the warmer months, then cut down before frost and left as mulch over winter. The rotting plant material feeds earthworms and soil microbes, setting the stage for healthier spring planting. One of the best ways to use Lab today is as part of a mixed planting system. Growing it with tall crops like corn or sunflowers copies ancient practices. This lets the bean climb while the main crop benefits from the enriched soil. In home gardens, trellises or fences can support the vines, which provide shade for more delicate plants underneath. Organic gardeners also value Lab for its role in natural pest control. The thick leaves provide homes for helpful insects that keep pest numbers down. Meanwhile, the flowers attract pollinators, boosting yields for nearby fruiting plants. For gardeners who want to avoid chemical fertilizers completely, Lab can be grown in rotation. One year as a food crop, the next year purely as green fertilizer. The plant material it produces when cut and mixed into the soil is rich in both nitrogen and carbon, making it a balanced food for soil life. In a world where climate problems are affecting food production, crops like Lab that can handle heat, poor soils, and irregular rainfall are getting new attention. They offer a safety net for farmers and gardeners, reducing dependence on fragile supply chains for fertilizers and soil improvers. By learning from historical practices, we can build systems that are both productive and strong. Lab's ability to improve soil over time means it's not just a temporary fix. It's an investment in the future of the land. For small farmers, homesteaders, and community gardens, this ancient bean offers a way to grow food while actively healing the ground beneath it. When you plant Lab, you're joining a tradition that goes back thousands of years. You're tapping into a form of farming that doesn't fight nature but works with it. It uses biology instead of industry to create abundance. The same plant that fed farmers in ancient Africa and Asia can still feed both people and soil today. If the past teaches us anything, it's that true sustainability isn't about taking every last bit from the land. It's about giving back, making sure the next harvest is better than the last. The Lab bean shows us that principle, making it as valuable now as it was at the dawn of civilization. Across 4,000 years, from dusty African plains to the terraces of India, this plant's quiet work has enriched soils and fed communities. Its story is more than just about farming. It's a reminder that the answers to our biggest problems often lie in the knowledge our ancestors left behind. For the modern gardener, the choice is simple. Bring this legacy into your own patch of earth and watch as it changes not just your harvest, but the health of your soil for seasons to come. If you found this journey into farming history and practical gardening helpful, subscribe to In the Beginning for more deep dives into the forgotten wisdom that still shapes our world. Share this video so others can rediscover the ancient tools that make our modern lives richer.